Good morning guys and welcome back. So by the way, I just got a tripod so now I can stand and make a video. Hopefully that's gonna help me when the winter comes along. Since I don't really have a lighting, I use the outside like sunny lighting. This is the only place in the whole apartment that gets like the perfect lighting. So hopefully it'll help me when the winter comes along, or else I just have to go and purchase a light thingy. So today I want to make a smaller video about stage fright. This is something I had my entire life. I won't say struggle, but I've always been really scared when it comes to standing on stage or performing in front of anybody else. I will just go to Wikipedia and tell you like the term for it, what stage fright means. Stage fright or performance anxiety is the anxiety, fear or persistent phobia which may arouse in an individual by the requirement to perform in front of an audience. Where you actually potentially, for example, when you perform in front of a camera or in the context of public speaking. Basically. That is basically what stage fright is, and that's something I had my entire life, considering I have done like gymnastics, horseback riding and cheerleading. It makes no sense. But I always been terrified of that. It was basically in high school I really like noticed it. I also did like before that when I did gymnastics and stuff like that, because I was always terrified and I was always completely exhausted afterwards, because I used so much energy on it. I used all of my energy on it, but afterwards I was really happy that I did it. Blah, 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 blah. This is so hard. This video has been so hard to make. I don't know why. I don't know. It should be so easy because it's something I always had, always struggled with, but no, it's been so really hard. Anyway, I feel like it's hard to make because it's not something you can really write down. Like I tried. I even had some hearts. If you can look, there's a heart there. You can't really see what I write because I have terrible handwriting. But you can see like I even wrote a heart to make it easier. It didn't really help. I tried to like make bullet points to see like what can I say about it, but it's so hard to actually feel like I'm getting it right, if that makes any sense at all. But I will try one more time. I just feel like I have to relax more. I feel like when I make these, not sit down anymore, but when I'm standing still making videos instead of daily vlogs, I feel like I have to have so much more energy and I feel like I have to do everything correct at the first try. But that's not gonna happen, is it? I'm not that good of a YouTuber. Well, I'm gonna get back to it. So it was basically in high school when I started like notice that okay, because I went to agriculture school and I studied horses there in high school, and because of that I had a lot of competitions and performances, because I do love to perform and I do love to compete and stuff like that, but it was always right before and afterwards when I was really tired. But right before I went on stage, I was just really nauseous and I just did not want to be there. It's kind of like an anxiety. You're like, no, I'm gonna F this up. I'm gonna follow the new YouTube guidelines. I'm gonna F this up and just screw it up, basically. And I'm gonna forget the whole thing. And that's just what goes through my mind every time. I'm just terrified of screwing it up. And yeah. But basically, it went well every time. I was really happy every time I did go to competition and didn't like back out. But I was always like terrified, and sometimes I even had to have people pushing me onto the stage because I was just like, oh no. I had another time before. There was a horseback competition, and one of the ladies there was like, are you sick? I was like, no, I'm just scared. And another girl had to push the horse onto the field. It was just like, oh god, I don't want to do this. But I did go on stage and stage the field, and of course, and I actually did quite well. So I was really happy with myself for actually finishing it, and I'm so lucky to have had the people around me in high school that didn't let me back down, if you know what I mean. Like, high school is a long time ago, but still, if it hadn't been for the people in high school, I probably would have been worse. My stage fright would probably have been worse now than what it is, because of the fact that they pushed me to do something I didn't want to do, and I sometimes just felt like, okay, if I could do it then, I can also do it now. If that makes any sense at all, probably not. But yeah, and especially this one time, they had this, like, when you drive a horse, it's like driving a horse. I have never been a big fan of that, because I didn't feel like I had the same control as when you're on top of the horse, as when you're like sitting in the back and trying to control. I didn't feel like I had the same control of that. But we had this quadrilla, I think it's called. It's like, they have like a lot of horses, a lot of people on stage, and you do this performance, blah 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 blah, and then you have one person driving and one person sitting on the side, which is called the groom, if I don't remember completely wrong. It's a long time since I did this, and I was supposed to be the groom, and I didn't have any problems with it at all, because basically I just sit there like, okay, I didn't sit like that, you know what I mean? You're just sitting there and making sure everything is okay, and if something happened, you just have to, yeah. That didn't make any sense, I guess. But at one point, one of the girls was supposed to do the performance. She was not able to do it. She wasn't able to be on the practices. And since I knew the route and everything, because I've been the groom for somebody else, so I knew what you were supposed to do. So they were like, oh, you have to do this, Elise, you're the only one that knows. Like, nah, I'm good, bye. And they were like, no, you have to, because nobody else can. I was like, no, I really don't. So we had this teacher that was a really nice teacher, but she was one of the people you don't really say no to. If you tell her, if she tells you to do something, you're like, yes sir, ma'am, thank you, yep. So they went to her and told him, like, you have to tell Elise to do this performance. So she did, and I didn't have the guts to say no to her, so I had to do it. But I'm really happy about that now, and I was really happy about that afterwards. But at that point, I was like, no, why do you guys do this to me? I don't want to. But it was really an amazing, fun experience. But at the same time, it terrified me. So that's just the thing. For me, it helped to have people around me that kind of like pushed me to do it and didn't take no for an answer. But for someone else, that might not be the best way. But for me, that worked. If you know somebody with stage fright, you will know if that's the way to do it or not. I think now I don't really have that kind of people anymore, but now I'm more stubborn. So when people tell you don't have to do that, I'm like, yes, I have to. If you even have to drag me on that stage, I'm gonna do it. Like, I don't do this more. Like, for me, the more I do it, the less anxiety, if that's the right word to say, I get straight before. Because when I'm on stage or when I'm performing, there is no problem, because I'm in the zone, I'm in the bubble, if you know what I mean. But just right before, or a couple of days before, and that's when my whole mind is no. But when I'm on stage and afterwards I'm really tired, of course, because I use all of my energy on that moment. For example, when I make this YouTube video, I use a lot of energy compared to what I probably should be doing, but it drains me, but at the same time it makes me really happy that I'm able to do it, and I have done it. That's the thing. So you might probably ask me, why do you do YouTube if it drains you so much of energy? I think that's just because I think it's fun. It's something else to do, and why not push yourself a little bit? Like, I could not do it, but then it would be even worse if I had gonna do another performance or go on stage, and that's gonna be even worse if it hadn't like kept on doing it, if you know what I mean, if I didn't keep on pushing myself. So yeah, so I guess for everyone, the thing is for me that I think the hardest part about having stage fright is people not believing you, because you don't really see it unless you like see me straight before I go on stage, or a couple of minutes like before I go on stage. For example, I don't have any problems with answering questions in class and stuff like that. I don't go to class anymore, but when I did go to class, I didn't have any problems with like raising my hand and answering questions and stuff like that. But it's just when I'm performing, that's when I kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just my body don't wanna, my mind just go cluttered, and I'm terrified. I'm just forgetting everything. I think that's the thing. You're just so scared of messing it up or doing it wrong or forgetting the whole thing, and you're just so happy you didn't when you get off stage. But I have had people like, oh, I didn't think you have stage fright. Are you sure you have stage fright? Like, yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that. So if you meet someone telling you like they have stage fright, don't just assume that they don't because you haven't seen them have like small panic attack before they go on stage. Just everyone deals with stage fright differently. Some people it's even so bad that they can't even go on stage, but so like for me it's not that bad. It's basically before and right after I'm really tired. But before I go on stage, or performance or field or whatever, that's when I get like the kick. I do like daily vlogs. Sometimes I have no problems with doing it, and it's, yeah, I'm just like, okay, I can whip up my camera and film myself. Other times I am petrified. I don't want to do it, and sometimes really help if I have other people around me that knows what I'm doing, because they might be joining in on the conversation, and that makes it a little bit easier. But so it's just me practicing and challenging myself to do something I didn't think I would be able to do. I would never in my entire life, I think, when I started high school, think I would start a YouTube channel. I wouldn't think I would ever actually start daily vlogging. So, you know, I challenged myself and I was able to do it. I don't know if this video was any good at all. I have tried so many times to make it and I failed. But I kind of feel like it's more, I don't know, it's more me to just talk and ramble. So yeah, this was just a small, it's like 15 minutes. Oh my god, I'm talking too much. I'm the worst. But yeah, this was just a small video that for me explaining stage fright. I think most people do know what stage fright is, but I haven't really seen that much videos about it. So I thought, why not share how it is for me, how I deal with it. I don't. I'm terrible. So what helped me and what helps me kind of deal with it. But like I said, everyone is different. So don't like, oh yeah, I know someone on stage where I know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna force them to do something. Don't do that, because for them it might be the wrong way. They might need more time, but if then you know that person and you know that's how they are, maybe, I don't know. For me it has been helping. Like when I started high school, I was really shy. I'm still really shy, but it was in high school basically that I didn't start not having problem answering in class. I mean, my teacher and my classmates, they told me like, yeah, you have really improved. And I took in university, I actually had, in Australia, I actually have acting for camera and public speaking, I think. What's it called? I think I had like 2 classes to try to deal with my stage fright. Even though I don't feel like it's as bad as it used to be, but that's just because I'm pushing myself. So this is just, this has just been a lot of rambling. But I think I might be making another video, but I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna stick with this one, even though it's not the best. I think that's how it is. Like sometimes my stage fright just kicks in, and in this video, I don't know why, but it has been kicking in a lot. But yes, so let me know if you have had stage fright, know somebody has stage fright, and how you deal with it. Because maybe the way you deal with it will help somebody else, or maybe that will help me. So yeah, just leave a comment about that. And I would like to thank everyone that has been subscribing to me lately. Thank you so much. It means so much. I think I'm on 29. Yeah, I'm 29 now. I had 31 and then somebody unsubscribed. That happens. Not that interesting. But let me know if you want more of like this kind of videos where I just talk, or if you want me to have more daily vlogs like I usually do. I try to make one video a week. If sometimes it might not happen, but I try my best. So let me know what kind of videos you would like me to make. I have some ideas for like this kind of like sit down videos. So let me know if you want more of these videos, or do you just want me to stick with daily vlogging. So yeah, have a good day. Bye!